What's up, family? Last night we had the Super Tuesday event in which President Biden won the most on the Democratic side and the former President Donald Trump won on the Republican side. I have some details that I want to share with you today. We also have some good news regarding President Biden and Social Security. Biden will be addressing it in a major speech within the next 48 hours or so, and I have the details to share with you in just a moment. But before we get started, if you could, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let's start with the video. Starting off with Super Tuesday, in which Donald Trump and Joe Biden were going at it, trying to win majority of the states. And I have the results for you today, guys. It might not be rather shocking, but anyways, as you can see right here, it says that Trump and Biden near in on Super Tuesday in a dominant fashion. Look at these results right here. This is for Super Tuesday presidential results. And on the left side, you can see that the Democrats are in green, in which President Biden ended up winning all of those particular states in green, getting about 4.6 million votes and about 385 delegates. And then we also have on the right side where the GOP side, in which the former President Donald Trump ended up winning, and I believe it was all of those states, and he ended up getting about 6 million votes, which was close to around 303 delegates. Now also Nikki Haley did end up winning one state, which means that Donald Trump was unable to sweep her away, and so she is still going to be sticking around just a little bit longer, and I believe she won the state of Vermont. You can see it up there in the top right corner in purple. And yes, kudos and congratulations to Nikki Haley for not giving up. She did end up winning one state. So anyways, guys, those are the results right here in regards to Super Tuesday. Now, I will say that the current president ended up winning about 15 states, and I believe that Donald Trump won about 13 states, which if you look at votes, that part really doesn't matter because Trump got way about 25% more than President Biden. And then if you think about it, once Haley is out of the race, that was an additional 2 million votes on the GOP side, in which Donald Trump could pick up those votes as well. So anyways, obviously we already can pretty much see what this 2024 presidential election nominees is going to be heading against each other. Once again, we are going down that path. Once again, President Biden against the former president Donald Trump. I will almost say that considering what's going on in our climate and the world today, especially dealing with the illegal immigration or migrants into this country, I would almost say that the former president Donald Trump is probably going to win everything. So, but anyway, that is just my thoughts. But looking at the numbers, that is kind of what we're seeing as we continue to get closer to that particular time frame. So yes, those are the results from Super Tuesday, and this is the biggest voting day before November, the election season, the election time. And yes, it's going to be Biden and Trump. But anyways, just wanted to share that information with you. But moving on, we do have an important speech that is coming out within the next 24 hours, and that is the State of the Union address by President Biden. The biggest question is, what is he going to be talking about during this State of the Union? Well, a lot of people are speculating in regards to what he could talk about and what the American people want to know in regards to what he is going to do in the Biden administration in relation to the border security. So yes, that is one thing that pretty much everybody is going to be looking forward to see how he wants to address it in front of the American people and what type of actions are going to be taken in regards to securing our border. But not only that, this particular article talks about how President Biden might actually discuss Social Security, the expansion and the promises to Social Security in the State of the Union address. They are saying that, look, the State of the Union address is the perfect time for President Biden to renew his promise to expand Social Security. However, I will tell you that it has been 4 years. He made that promise 4 years ago, and he still has done nothing for our Social Security recipients. We are referring to those individuals on SSI, SSDI, VA beneficiaries, all of the above. Yes, President Biden made huge promises before he was elected to be the next president, and since then he really hasn't talked about Social Security. So I will say that if he does decide to address Social Security in the State of the Union address, a lot of people are going to be looking upside his head. But you already know why he might be bringing this up, because it is time to win over your votes. It is time to win your support. It is time to win your donations into the Biden administration campaign for the presidential election. So why not? This is the perfect chance and the perfect time and the perfect opportunity for him to discuss the expansion and the improvement of Social Security. But will the American people fall for it? Will the American people believe in what he says if he does make any type of promises in relation to Social Security? I would only say probably not this time around. They've already done that when they elected him to be the president, and he hasn't done anything thus far. So why would we expect you to do anything for our Social Security or our seniors in the second 4 years of being the president of the United States? I would almost say he has pretty much ruined the chance and the opportunity to make good with the American people when it comes to Social Security. Would you guys agree? If so, comment down below and hit the like button for me. I would really appreciate it. But anyways, yes, like I said, the State of the Union address is going to be tomorrow. It is going to be on the 7th of March, and so you need to get your things in order so that you can sit on that couch with popcorn and watch the State of the Union address to see exactly what Biden is going to be talking about. I'm sure he will be reading some teleprompters, which pretty much every person reads teleprompters for the most part, if you will. But anyways, we definitely want to tune in just a little bit to get a glimpse of exactly what he has to say in regards to moving this country forward and where he is going to fix the issues that we are dealing with right now. You guys already know that we are still trying to recover from the last 3 years since the pandemic started in the early part of 2020. So we still are not there yet. We have made a lot of progress. However, we still have a long way to go. But anyways, I just wanted to give you that update to you. I will remind you on tomorrow's video, so make sure that you tune in as well. I will remind you that the State of the Union address is going to be on Thursday. So you need to prepare yourselves. March the 7th. It is going to be a doozy. Let's check and see exactly what Biden has to say to us. And then last but not least, guys, I do want to go ahead and talk to you about some legislation that President Biden ended up passing yesterday. Yes, President Biden ended up changing the way credit card companies charge individuals when it comes to late fees. Oh yes, we all hate those late fees in which sometimes we just forget to pay our credit card bills, right? We end up forgetting to pay our credit card bills, and then we get hit with a huge late fee. And then on top of that, sometimes we receive an additional late fee on top of that. And then when you add in the interest fees, considering that the interest rates right now are close to 25%, guys, it can really add up when it comes to using your credit card on a daily basis. So, but anyways, in regards to the credit card late fees, President Biden announced yesterday that he is putting a new rule in place that would actually limit the amount of the credit card late fees to $8. Check this out right here, guys, where it says that the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau finalized a rule on Tuesday to limit late payment fees issued by credit card companies, which is a move that the agency says that will reduce the typical fee by 75%. And it will also save U.S. consumers an average of about $220 per year. Now, the Consumer Watchdog Agency estimated that the rule would save Americans more than $10 billion in late fees each year and reduce the typical fee from $32 to $8. So yes, this is one thing that President Biden is trying to do to the people that might necessarily try to vote for him. He is trying to help you out in regards to this by lowering the late fees on your credit card from $32 to $8, which is going to put a huge savings in your pocket, especially if you are one of those ones that are late on paying your credit card bill and you continue to receive these late fees. Well, he just did you a big favor. So maybe he gets an opportunity to get your vote when it comes to the November election. But outside of all of that, this is a huge thing right here. It pretty much only affects those individuals that are unable to pay their bills on a monthly basis, but they still owe credit card dues. But yes, this is a new change that we really didn't even see coming. He has talked about it in the past, but he has actually put his foot down and made this new rule happen as of yesterday on Tuesday. The White House talked about the new rule as part of a wider initiative by the Biden administration to crack down on junk fees or various types of charges that are levied on consumers by the financial sector. In a statement by the White House, they said on Tuesday that it builds off of steps that has already taken to crack down on junk fees in the banking sector, including fees for basic customer services and moving to curb overdraft fees and bounce check fees, according to the White House. Now, Republicans opposed to the new rule, arguing that the fees help to discipline those consumers. Because if you think about it, yes, that is why you apply these fees, because you need to make sure the consumers pay their bills on time, that they are not late. And if they are late because they failed on some portion on their end, they deserve to be charged a fee. That is kind of how the Republicans are looking at that, which I can actually agree. There has to be some type of consequences in relation when you don't hold up your obligation. The same thing with the government. If the government does not send out its Social Security checks on time or Social Security payments on time, they should face some type of consequence. So yes, this is the same thing. I get it from both sides. But anyways, there is a new change right now, and this change is going to be positive for consumers. Now, on the flip side, it looks like banks are going to be reporting a little bit less profit every year because this is about $75 billion in late fees on an annual basis. So yes, if you like this idea, definitely give kudos and thank you to President Biden for making this happen. And it looks like they have more things in store as they continue to move on in regards to removing what they're calling junk fees that is going against consumers or the American people. So anyways, what do you think about this? Are you excited about this? If so, comment down below. I'd love to get your thoughts on this. But outside of all that, I hope all this information in this video was helpful to you today.